man. They about to surprise us with some calling it now.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing, man? Y'all come on in this thing. I'm just messing around with this platform right now. But listen, no intros needed, man. I just decided to jump on and go live. I'm doing something a little different this morning. No, never really go live in the mornings. So if you're watching, you're gonna actually stream from two different YouTube channels. I'm trying to holding it down for Tiger Talk right now as we continue to grow this thing. Give me just a second. Let me fix my camera real quick. I was just on last night, but you know, we was I kind of alluded to something last night. I kind of felt like this was gonna happen. I ain't no psychic or nothing, but just kind of got wind to SWAC Postseason awards. Y'all know how we get down over here, man. We do our own media, so we don't really wait for nobody to come in and talk. You know, come on, Ken, you're tripping over here. Let me get my camera right real quick. So listen, actually streaming from both Tiger Talk as well as KC 1400 Media. So you're tuned in. If you're on KC 1400 Media, go over to Tiger Talk. Make sure you go to Tiger Talk TV and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. No intro needed right now, but I do this as we allow the numbers to build up. Y'all let me know where you're watching from in the chat. If you're on Tiger Talk, if you're on KC 1400, do me a favor, do the drop down box and go to your search bar and pull up Tiger Talk TV. I want you to subscribe. I'm gonna stream from both platforms today because we're talking about Jack State. You know, it's not just about, you know, y'all do know I'm KC 1400 Media, but I'm also part of Tiger Talk TV. So continue to try to grow that channel. And we will continue to do that. Got a lot coming down the pipe, especially with recruiting visits. Just got a text message this morning from Coach. We're after the SWAC championship game. We're gonna have quite a few young men in town for visits, and we're gonna do interviews with pretty much all of them. And all those interviews will be on Tiger Talk. So just be prepared for that, and we'll continue to grow this platform. Hey, man, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all, man. I know I was on last night, but look, man, when duty calls, man, I got to hop up here and do what we got to do. I'll be by myself today and just got to, you know, just going to talk it through. Just going to talk it through, man. So SWAC Postseason Awards just came out. That's what I'm here to talk about this morning. But while we're doing that, while I'm uploading this, I want you guys to know that we did just drop a new episode, Tiger Talk. 1 second, let me make sure that it's uploaded real quick. Band session with the boom, man. Band sessions with the boom, man. Y'all go check that out, man. Shout out to Terrell, Toby, Danielle, and they just dropped the dope episode. It's just them this time. It's just them giving y'all the latest and greatest from the sonic boom of the South. And they did a really good job, man. Really enjoyed it. I think you guys will like it. A good hour, man. Just kind of talking through a lot of the stuff that they're doing and giving you the latest and the greatest that comes from the sonic boom of the South, man. So I got a lot that I do want to say, and I'm trying to just hold on 1 second, y'all. Give me a second. Anyway, it'll drop. I've already premiered it and got it up there. So y'all hit the like button, hit the share button. Hit the subscribe button. Y'all know how we get down over here, man. Y'all know how we get down. If you want to donate, feel free to do so. Of course, we'll be breaking it all down today. So listen, real quick, man. Go to Tiger Talk TV, man. Band session with the boom. Just dropped the late. That should be up right now, honestly. It really should be. Let me check. Let me see if that bad baby is live and ready to roll. All right, it premieres now, actually. It'll drop as soon as it get done uploading. So it's almost done uploading. When that uploads, man, go check the content out, man. They working they behind off. We work hard, but at the same time, the band session with the Boom Crew does a really good job of keeping that side of it. So here's what we're trying to do with Tiger Talk TV, man. Shout out to D-Core C. He stepped away for just a brief second to really just kind of take a break from, you know, we work hard, man, and we all have lives, full-time lives, and this is my full-time life now. I've decided to jump full-time into the media business. So that's why I put everything I got into this, and just like I'm working for someone else, but I work for myself now. But nevertheless, we're still a part of that. How you lead the country. We're going to get to it, baby. Hey, we're going to get to it, baby. Oh, I got so much I want to say about this. But I just wanted to make sure we take care of the housekeeping stuff first, man. I need everybody that's on the platform today. As you come in, even if you're watching from KC 1400 Media, I need you to go to TigerTalkTV and hit the subscribe button. I need you to hit the subscribe button. I need you to turn that on. I need you guys to watch the content, because I'm just letting you guys know we're going to continue to do the live show. We will evolve the live show as the new year changes. We're going to rebrand this thing. It's going to be a lot more different type of content coming from KC 1400. Nevertheless, Tiger Talk TV is where you're going to see all your recruiting interviews, your coaching interviews, all that good stuff coming down the pipe. So yeah, man, just want to make sure I put that out there, man. Shout out to the crew. Shout out to everybody that's out there doing that good work, man. But as far as KC 1400 Media, we are on our road to 7K. We're trying to get to 7,000 subscribers, man. We're at 67 and some change right now. If you're new to the platform, if you haven't, you kind of probably been on a rock. But go to KC 1400 Media, hit the like button, share button, subscribe button, join the channel, join both channels, because, again, we can't sit back and wait for others to tell our story. We got to tell our own story, man, because if you're waiting on these folks to tell it, they ain't going to tell it the way you want it to be told, and they ain't going to tell it the right way. So we're going to tell it our own way. Shout out to all the creators out there. Shout out to everyone that's out in the YouTube space covering JSU. That's what we do. I'll start here, man. One thing that SWAC did get right, Coach of the Year, Coach T.C. Taylor. Congratulations, Coach T.C. Taylor, head coach. 10-2 for the season. 10-2 for the season. Monumental year, Jackson State, 2 years removed from our previous head coach. And Coach T.C. jumped in there and listen, he's doing his thing, man. He a lot of changes, and I'm not going to spend too much time because we talked about it last night. You didn't miss anything. I just wanted to go live. I'm trying to try some different things now. This is definitely not scheduled. This is kind of an impromptu. I was waiting. I kind of knew last night, in a sense. I knew that the SWAC was going to screw us, because I did have some conversations on yesterday, so I kind of alluded to that, because I just was trying to tell everybody, be prepared, because I don't know who vote in the SWAC, but the postseason wars are what they are. My message to our team is, if you feel like you were disrespected, use it as motivation to go dominate Southern on Saturday. That's my message to the team. Anybody that feel like they didn't get the recognition that they feel like they should have gotten, take it out on the field, man, and use it the right way. Use it as fuel to propel you to, to dominate in that particular capacity. But we want to definitely congratulate once again Coach T.C. Taylor and staff. This is a staff award. But Coach has done a great job of stabilizing the program. Shout out to AD for having the foresight to bring Coach T.C. Taylor to Jackson from North Carolina Central and keeping him on the staff when Coach Prime came in, because we all knew that whenever Coach Prime decided he was going to depart, Coach T.C. Taylor, Coach Otis Ridley, they were going to stay on staff, and they were going to stay and they were going to hold the fort down. Last year, first year, 7-4. This year, 10-2, right? So congratulations to Coach and his staff. Monumental year. The SWAC couldn't get this wrong. It was an easy pick. Best team in the conference without a question. Undoubted leader of the pack. And just want to send a huge congratulations. Offensive Player of the Year. Congratulations to our brand ambassador, Irv Mulligan. I mean, best player, I think best running back in the country. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm being a little biased when I say that, but at the same time, definitely the best running back in the conference, FCS. You give me Irv Mulligan over anybody, I'm going to take him all day long, man. He led the conference. He was our latest 1,000-yard rusher. We got T-shirts, obviously, commemorating the 1,000-yard part of his NIL deal with KC 1400. And you can go purchase that 1,000-yard T-shirt at KC1400media.com right now. Go get them while the supplies still last. I got all sizes available right now, but you got to grab them while they're available. Once they're done, they're done. And Irv actually gets paid off merch sales. So go support this good brother. He's doing great work. Looking forward to him potentially being the Player of the Year over the FCS Awards in Frisco. Definitely going to go over there and provide media support for him if he's invited. That invitation list should come out today. So if it comes out today while we live, y'all just let me know. Somebody in the chat let me know. I kind of stepped away from Twitter to do this live stream, and we'll go from there. But share the stream. I'm on if you're on Twitter, Share the stream that we are live so we can build these numbers up and get folks pull up and see what it is we're talking about over here. All right, congratulations to Irv, 1,000-yard rusher, monumental year. Hey, look, best freshman in the country, Travis Terrell Jr., coming out of Creekside High School, Atlanta, Georgia. Best freshman in the country, one of the best players in the SWAC, Freshman of the Year award. Coach Taylor told us all in the beginning, this young man was special. He's done some amazing things. Unfortunately for him, he just haven't been able to get the ball much on the kick return because everybody's scared to kick to him because they know he's a weapon. You know what I'm saying? They know he's a weapon. But nevertheless, man, congratulations to Travis Terrell. Lead the SWAC in all-purpose yards. I mean, he's a Swiss Army knife. You put him on the field, he's a weapon. He can do some wonderful things, whether it's from out the backfield, whether it's out of the slot, whether it's kick return, punt return. I mean, shucks, man. You probably can put him on defense, and he'll be a world beater on defense too. But congratulations to Travis Terrell Jr. Looking forward to seeing him play over there in that Mercedes-Benz Dome in Atlanta. We got to go dominate Southern on Saturday first, but that's the goal. Get to Atlanta, and he get a chance to redeem himself from that Creekside loss in the bowl in the Mercedes-Benz Dome. Him and Bam Williams, by the way. Well, congratulations to Travis Terrell on being Freshman of the Year. All right, SWAC just released postseason awards. Let's get into it, man. Did they get it right? Did SWAC get it right? Listen. I'm Daniel Richardson, quarterback. I mean, obviously they for the stats purposes. I mean, he did lead. I don't think they got that wrong from a quarterback standpoint. You could have went Mekhi Higgins, but you know, I think from a number standpoint, from the metrics, percentage. Touchdowns to touchdown to interception ratio. I think they got that right. I think they got that right when it comes to but Jackson State 10-2, best team in the conference. The first thing that pops up in my head when I look at this is Jackson State only got 2 players on the first team all SWAC. Got the number 1 offense in the conference. Number 1 offense in the conference, and you got literally 2 SWAC first teamers. Interesting. Hold on one second. Let me see something. So when you look at this, I mean, first thing jumps out. I mean, I think when you go down list by list, Irv Mulligan, no brainer there. Running back Donovan Eaglin, yes, absolutely. Supported by one of the supported by one of the best offensive linemen in the conference. Carson Benson got the Senior Bowl invite. They got that right. So the first 4 had no issues with. Are really is done. Really good defense, offensive lineman for Alabama State. Really is. I think Alabama State offensive line was pretty stout as well. They did a decent job of keeping the young man Kareem Key upright once he got started. Once he took over at the helm, at Alabama State. DTB, man, DeAndre Towns Blue. Congratulations to Towns Blue for being first team all SWAC. Interior guard. He's done a really good job. He's really flourished under Coach Manny Ramirez. Charles Davis, offensive line. Ashton Grable, offensive line. Honestly, I feel like either Kirk Ford or Evan Henry both should have either been on first team all SWAC. Evan Henry just played all over the offensive line. I mean, I don't see how Evan Henry or Kirk Ford is not first team all SWAC. I mean, the best tackle outside of Carson Benson in the conference is Kirk Ford. It is undoubted. Kirk Ford played in interior line, exterior line, played on both sides, and easily you could have had both of them on that. I mean, listen, when you lead the conference in rushing, you lead the conference in total offense and all the metrics. I just don't know how you can have a 1,000-yard runner who didn't even play the first 2 games, and you only got 1 person from that offensive line represented on the first team. I think that's crazy. I'm not taking anything away from the young men. I never like to take anything away from any of the young men that do what they do. I think when it comes to the offensive line, you got to. This is no disrespect to whoever's measuring this, but what metrics are you using to determine offensive line? Is it the eye test? Is it the Is it pancakes? Is it who's giving up sacks, not giving up sacks? What exactly are we using when it comes to that? So I know one thing we definitely use is the success of the offense. You know what I mean? The rushing attack. When you got the top rushers in the conference and you're looking at total offense, let's just look at team stats from a rushing standpoint. Jackson State, we averaging 5.5 yards. We got 27 touchdowns, and we're averaging 213 rushing yards per game. And the closest person to us is Alcorn. Alabama A&M is at 184. So how in the HE double hockey stick? So let's go to FAMU. So FAMU gets 2. They only averaging 145. Now, granted, they do have a passer in Daniel Richardson who was throwing the ball. So I don't want to act like that stat is not there. But when you go to passing, FAMU is at the top of the they number 2 in the list behind Alabama A&M. So they're averaging 238 passing yards with 24 touchdowns. So they have more passing touchdowns. They have the same amount of passing touchdowns as Jackson State. Yeah, we average 192 passing yards, but we also have – that's because we are run dominant. And when are you run pro versus pass pro? I mean, it's a little different type of an attack when it comes to from an offensive standpoint. But let me say this though, Jack State. Here's the story of the offense that you have to account for when watching Jackson State games. If you're watching the games, Jackson State has all season started with really good field position. You know why we've started with really good field position? Because of this young man. Because nobody kicks the ball to him. And even when he does get returns, we've been really – so because of our special teams unit, it has really kind of skewed our offensive numbers to a certain extent. Most of the time, we're operating with shorter fields than most other teams because of our dynamic weapons on the special team. So a lot of times, if you watch the last 6-7 games of Jackson State, they kicking the ball short. So we're usually averagely starting around the 30-yard line to anywhere between the 30 and 40. On an average, that's where we're starting our offensive drives at. And then on punt returns, we're starting on an average around the 40 or the 50 because of our – so the amount of distance you have to go game in and game out, you're not really requiring Jacoby and Morgan, who's second team all SWAC. We'll move to that next list in just a minute. We will – at the end of the day, you have to be able to tell the tale within the story within that. So when you look at totals, though, how does the team with – this is what I'm trying to understand. How does the team with – that's from a total offensive standpoint, Alabama A&M, Jackson State had 51 touchdowns. The next closest team, Alabama A&M, 45 touchdowns. But Alabama A&M ran literally 885 more. They ran 885 plays. We ran 742. So amongst both of these teams, Florida A&M and Alabama A&M, Jackson State has ran fewer offensive plays than both teams and have had total offense, more touchdowns, and averaging over 400 total yards per game. So when you look at the stats, we're averaging more yards per play, 6.6. We have the highest per yards per play in the entire conference. And all I'm saying to you is not to piss on Charles Davis or Ashton Grable, but my question to you is that when you're looking at that offensive line, what are you really looking at when it comes down to first team? And this stuff matters, man. We don't sit there act like it don't matter. It does matter. How does a 7-5 team have 3 first-team all-SWAC offensive people when Jackson State is 10-2 with the number 1 offense in the conference? How do you do that? How does that work? I don't think we all have to really debate the wide receivers, in my opinion. Giovanni Gibson and Nathan Rembert, man, these guys were awesome. You see what I'm saying? Nathan Rembert, number 6 for Mississippi Valley, one of the best wide receivers in the conference. Giovanni Gibson, arguably the best wide receiver in the conference, statistically for sure, has already hit the portal, and he's probably going to be P4 next year. The young man is a baller. But I'm just saying, this is the stuff that when you look at first team all SWAC, you think FAMU probably was the top dog in the conference. And this is the stuff that makes people start taking these awards. really not taking them serious, man, because when you have kids out here that's busting their ass every single day and they're going out there and they're getting the results, we also want the recognition as well. To only have 2 Jackson State players it's not even close. It's not even close. It's not close. I'm just saying. Well, maybe it is a little close. I'm just saying, man, it should have been more blue and white on this damn first team all SWAC. And don't give us some second team all SWAC just to make to make us feel better about it. No, I love the DeAndre Towns blue guy. I just thought for sure that Kurt Ford and Evan Henry would have been first team all SWAC. I just thought for sure. I just don't understand. I don't get it. Kurt Ford, the number one number one tackle in HBCU football. I know Carson Vincent, but even by Pro Football Focus metrics, somebody said, I don't believe that. All right, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. All right, you don't have to believe it. I'll tell you what I'll do for you. I'll do this for you. So people think I'll just be running my mouth and be talking. Let's go to the stats real quick. Let's go to stats. According to Pro Football Focus, Evan Henry, he's a number 38 ranked guard in the country by Pro Football Focus and the metrics that they use. And then 2, when you look at it, look at the improvement that he's made from last year. He's ranked 66.8. This year he jumps up to 74.3. Breaks down the amount of snaps. What happened in the stats? Kurt Ford, number 1. Guess who's down there? Carson Vincent. This is even, he got the Senior Bowl invite. Cam Smith was up there, but Kurt Ford, 78.2, man. What we talking about? Look at the jump from Kurt Ford. 39th ranked tackle. This is according to those who are looking at the metrics when it comes to figuring out if these offensive linemen are capable of going up to the next level. So my question, there's a lot of stats and metrics you can use. You have the eye test. You have stats like these. You have the film. You feel what I'm saying? You have the stats. You have the offensive production. Hold on one second. Let me look at something real quick. I don't have that on there. So again, it's not a popularity contest when it comes to this type of stuff. It's not. It's not a popularity contest. It's not. It's these young men doing their damn thing, doing their jobs day in and day out, and they want their recognition. That's why we have platforms like this, so we can talk about it. We can talk about it, man. Used to be gone are the days where we just gonna sit back and see things. And I don't have no beef with the SWAC. I don't know who's voting. I'm just calling it like it is. We're gonna talk about it. Shucks, man. It is what it is. You get what I'm saying? And I understand it. I listen, it would have been if Carson Vincent won first team all SWAC, I'd be like, what the hell are y'all doing? That young man is a baller. And listen, Ashton Graber, baller. I'm not taking up from Ashton Graber. I know I watched the game. Charles Davis, solid. But again, despite the fact that they did what they did, they were 7-5. They were 7-5, and then scored a point versus Jackson State in the second half. And they gave up a big ass sack against Jackson State to lose the game. I'm just telling you, like, this is the type of stuff that, so and people wonder why we are the way we are. I'm saying when it's close, you got to go to the data. And I'm just here to talk about our guy. Y'all know we cover Jackson State. So we're going to talk about it from a Jackson State standpoint. Can't convince me that Evan Henry and Kurt Ford shouldn't be first team all SWAC according to the metrics. You could have had DeAndre Towns blue. I'm telling you right now, you could have literally had. You could have Quay Davis ain't even there, but Quay subbed in. I think Cam started the first part of the season. Look, I get it, man. I understand it. I know Phil Steele is going to do first team, second team, third team, fourth team. I understand that. But when we're talking about the conference that you play in, it matters. The eyes that are there, it matters. That stuff matters, man. That stuff matters, man. And when you tell me I'm second team and we dominated the conference, But you tell me I'm second team to somebody that we beat and we got better stats. How do you explain that? Oh, don't worry, y'all. I'm just getting started. No, ain't nobody. I'm talking today. I had to get. I'm not gonna tweet all day. I'm not gonna spend all my time on Twitter today. Now we're gonna do a show, and I'll open it up later. If folks want to jump on and talk, you're more than welcome to. I know you. If you're at work, just tune in, put your Bluetooth in, and buckle up. I got a lot that I got to get off my chest when it comes to this. A lot. Second team. You move Evan Henry and Kurt Ford to second team. All SWAC, you know. Keenan Hambrick, okay. Jamar Gassick for sure. Not a lot of wide receivers get picked. Statistically, these guys were up there at the top. Kobe Gross, man, I don't know what his stats were when it comes to receiving. So let me go to it. And again, when you're in a pass happy offense, I'm gonna go look at something real quick. I got to check something because I'm on, I don't like to say stuff before I verify it. I'm gonna make sure I ain't gonna say nothing. Now. I'm gonna make sure I ain't gonna say nothing. So I just got to look at some stats real quick to make sure I'm good on certain things. Okay, so we got all right. I'm gonna stay right there. So Kobe Gross, 22 receptions, 226 passing receiving yards, 3 touchdowns. Okay. All right. Let's see. Y'all remember that number now. Remember that number. Y'all don't mind. Okay. Very close. 16 receptions, 222 yards, 3 touchdowns. Splitting hairs there. I could make a case for Marvin Landy, but Kobe Gross Kobe Gross had 22 receptions. And again, we talking about it. This ain't no hate now. So he had 4 more yards. So he had 22 receptions, 226. He averaged 10.3 yards per catch. Marvin Landy averaged 13.9. You're splitting hairs. I can make a case that Marvin Landy could have easily been, second team all SWAC when it comes to the tight end. But hey, Kobe Gross, congratulations to that. You got Jamar Gassick. So again, FAMU has 5 players from their offense. We got 5 players from our offense, and our offense isn't close. Alabama A&M statistically had the best offense when it comes to overall, and they had 3. So Keenan Hambrick, Vincent, Donovan Eaglin. Okay, pretty clear cut. Fam, you got 5. Jamar Gassick, we're not gonna argue Gassick. Kobe Gross splitting hairs, but you're not gonna convince me that FAMU and Jackson State should have the same equal amount of all SWAC players on their offense. I disagree with that. I disagree. I vehemently disagree with that. I wholeheartedly disagree. We were a better offense, hands down. You can say, well, they were a better passing team. So they got wide receiver and the tight end stat. Okay, if you're going to go to the stats on Kobe and defend Kobe Gross and Jamar Gassick, cool. I'm okay with that. But you better make for damn sure you argue the same damn point for Evan Henry and Kurt Ford Jr. Because you can't use stats to piss on JSU and then use stats to, you see what I'm saying? And not use stats when JSU is making the point according to stats. How does the number 1 offense in the conference, the clear-cut number 1 offense in the conference, how do you think all these fucking running backs had all these touchdowns and Jacoby Morgan throwing all these touchdowns? Jacoby Morgan got 25 touchdowns, 6 rushing, 19 passing, and he didn't even start a couple of the games. Okay? Eric Morgan didn't even play a couple of games. That offensive line is the best in the conference, man. Hands down. There ain't no debating that. Because the production speaks to that. Yet, we got 5, they got 5. A 75 team now. A 75 team got the same amount as the big dog over here in the East. The big dog now. Y'all tell me what you think. Y'all tell me what you think. I'm not cool with that. Let's move on. We'll come back to it and we'll touch on it if we need to. All SWAC first team defense. Congratulations to Josh Nobles. Hey man, hell of a year. The first thing that stood out to me when it comes to this defensive lineman postseason award, SWAC, you have to start giving some type of credence to the interior lineman. Stop making it. You might as well just make it a defensive end award, because all four of the guys that got picked for defensive line all four of them are edge rushers. Every last one of them. Every last one of these defensive linemen are edge rushers. And the number one interior defensive lineman, actually the number two, we got the top two interior defensive linemen in True Thompson, Jeremiah Williams. Not having Jeremiah Williams as a fucking all-team, all-SWAC defensive player is absolutely criminal. It's criminal. It's criminal, man. An interior lineman, you show the interior lineman no love? Are you kidding me? Ken tripping. I know. Let me go to the stats. So, James Ash. I'm not pissing on FAMU. I'm just telling you. James Ash, 17 solo tackles, 2.5 sacks, interior lineman. He got a total of 44 tackles, 2 sacks, right? You want to know how many tackles Jeremiah Williams got this season, man? 50. He got 50 tackles, man. An interior lineman, the number one ranked defensive lineman in all of FCS. The number one interior defensive lineman with 50 fucking tackles. It's not first team or second team in the SWAC. How does that work? Oh. This is the stuff that this is. This is what I'm saying. Thank you, Blue. 4 edge rushers. No love for the big boys in the middle. That's giving the edge rushers. All right, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. James Houston. I'll never get over this. I will never get over this. Let me come on. I'm gonna make sure y'all see my face. Hold on. Let me move this for just a second. I will never get over. Where's the screen at? Hold on. Just give me a second. Let me drop your comment, Blue. I'm gonna come back to this. I will never get over 2022. I'm not hating. Go back and look at the stats. The SWAC just did something this season. Y'all, that I ain't seen them do in quite some time. They made Andrew Jones and Kelby Gibbons co-defensive players of the year. Y'all remember that year when James Houston was playing at Jackson State and he had 16.5 sacks, 7 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, a touchdown scoop and score. He had I forgot how many tackles for loss. And he had 40 plus tackles, total tackles now. Isaiah Land had 26 tackles that year. I think about 20 something, but he did have 19 sacks, 5 of them against Fort Valley State. And they made him the clear-cut defensive player of the year. And I had a real serious issue with that. It was not hate towards Isaiah Land. It was a full body of work. You got a young man with 16.5 sacks that have absolutely wreaked havoc in various ways on the freaking defense, on the conference. And that man literally, and not, again, to speak facts and data about what you're talking about is not hate towards the next man. It's not. It's just data. Love Isaiah Land. He was a dominant player. But again, if there was ever a year that you could have made co-defensive players, that was the year. And I'm saying that to say this. When you go back to this right here, to have 4 edge rushers for defensive line first team is lazy. It is. Come on, y'all. 4 edge rushers is insane. That's not even a center on first team ball, so I'm just saying. Like, I could make a case for Muda. Where's Almetrius Smith? You can make a case to Almetrius Smith second team. You got a young brother that was a walk-on. This is the type of stuff we're talking about. Because I got to tell this story. Almetrius Smith transfers from Colin Community College, Clarksdale, Mississippi. The Delta. Shout out to my Delta folk. He came in 260. He came in at 260 pounds. We put him on ice last year as a walk-on. And that brother took this stuff serious, man. He transformed his body. He got better and better. And when Coach said Muda gonna be the starting center, I was like, man, that's what I'm talking about. He rewarded the hard work. And that interior line led with Muda at the center position. With with Evan Henry, because y'all do remember Evan Henry was a center last year for Jackson State. Coach moves Evan Henry to guard, puts Muda at center, and he puts DeAndre Towns Blue next to them. Then he moves Kurt Ford to the tackle, who has played all over the line throughout his career at Jackson State. And then you had Cam James, who eventually moved into Quay Davis. No centers. No centers on the offensive line because you want to put whoever you want to put on there. So let's just make it all tackles or make it all guards. That's not fair to the other guys. You can't just give it to all tackles, bro. You can't just give awards to just edge rushers because I'm going to tell y'all something. Here's the story within the story. All the success that James Houston had. Y'all listening? All the success James Houston had. You know who was really eating up a lot of blockers in that interior line that probably wasn't getting recognized as much as he could have? Antoine Owens. You don't believe me? Go watch the film. Go watch the film. Antoine Owens, Corliss Miller Jr., Katron Evans, Dede, Jeremiah Williams. Them big boys in the middle was eating up a lot of blockers, and James Houston was just able to eat. He was eating. He was feasting. Same for Isaiah Land. Them big boys in the middle. The Gentle Hunts of the world. I think Gentle Hunt was still with them at the time. I forgot the other. I think Gentle Hunt was with them. He was. If I'm not mistaken, it's a true freshman. The point that I'm making, that Antoine Owens and D. Davis, them boys was eating up blockers on the interior line, and James Houston was able to do what he. Now, James Houston's special. He's still in the NFL. He's the Browns right now. But what I'm saying is, sometimes the big boys don't get the credit that they deserve, and they the ones that's taking all the punishment in the middle. They making it to where the edge rushers can roam and be free. And all I'm saying is, man, to have 4 edge rushers for the defensive line, it's too vague, man. It's too that, and to not have Jeremiah Williams, who's had his best statistical year. First year, he had 26 tackles in 2022. He had 26 tackles. He had 8 assists. He had 3 sacks. Last year, he had 30 tackles. This season, 50 tackles, man. 50 tackles, man. 1 sack. How does the best interior lineman? Somebody say, man, what you talking this smack because it's Jackson State? I'll tell you. I do this for you. Let's talk about it. You see this list right here? I'll tell you what the country thinks about our interior defensive lineman. Jeremiah Williams. This is of all Power 5 programs. This is everybody. You see Walter Nolan. Walter Nolan was the #1 ranked recruit coming out of the state of Mississippi. I think he was coming out. No, maybe I don't know. I don't know if Walter Nolan was coming out of Mississippi. I don't remember. I know he was ranked #1. He was up there with Travis Hunter and all of those boys. I think Walter Nolan wound up eventually going to Texas A&M. But Jeremiah Williams was the 5A Defensive Player of the Year out of the state of Mississippi. He was a 2-star, and out of Holmes County Central High School up there. Shout out to Coach Marcus Rogers up there with doing his thing up there. JSU alum, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Coach Rogers, baby. But anyway, the way they view Jeremiah, I mean, listen, from a pro, Jeremiah Williams is a pro, man. He was out of Tennessee. Thank you for the correction, man. I said Mississippi because I know he had Ole Miss right now. That was my mistake. I'm not going at the commission. We're not talking about all that other stuff. I'm just talking about stats and when I get into the tail of the tape in awards and why it's important to make sure that the people at our level, we got to get it right. At our level, we got to get it right. This stuff matters, man. This stuff matters, bro. And I'm sorry. We gonna. I don't care if you feel some type of way about it. I ain't attacking nobody because I don't know who does the voting. I don't have a face. I don't have a name. I don't have a clue. I don't really even care to do all that. I'm not going into anything personal. I'm just talking the fact that we have to get this right. It's a disservice to the young men who choose to play at our institutions in the HBCU conferences, and they get screwed out of the awards that they feel like they should rightfully deserve. And not having Jeremiah Williams as a first-team All-SWAC defender is trash, honestly. And when it comes to these edge rushers, pick. These 4 should have been on either first team or second team. Hey, man, we're going to put 2 edge rushers. We're going to put 2 interior linemen. And then, hey, be the best of your group. Be the best of your group. Hell, all the wide receivers, most of the time in offenses nowadays, you have 4 wide receivers on the field, at least 3. You don't have no damn 3 edge rushers on the field at the same time. So in the conference, hell, first team all look at offense. Man, you get a total of 4 wide receivers to be picked from for a postseason award. In quarterback, even less, because obviously it's only 1 quarterback. But you get 5 offensive linemen, you get 2 running backs, and you get literally 2 wide receivers. Most of the time, just 1 running back on the field and 3 wide receivers. So the numbers are skewed already for the amount of spots that you get. The amount of spots that you get. So to be in a position where, you know what I mean, you got a position like, come on, man. You got a position like interior defensive linemen, and the big boys in the middle don't get no love because we're just looking at stats and we're not really looking at the film. I'm not saying apparently they must not be. I don't know. This is crazy to me. But I just think I feel bad for Jeremiah. Love you, bro. He's one of our brand ambassadors. I mean, one of the best defensive linemen in the country. Ranked number 19 by Pro Football Focus. So I'm just telling y'all, we gotta do everything we can. Well, look, we want to keep Jeremiah here. We already lost Dede after this past year. He stayed with us, came in as a freshman, graduated, and he went on to Florida Atlantic. So we want to keep our talent. We're doing everything we can. Make sure you sign up for the collective, by the way. Join the collective. We're trying to make sure we keep our talent in-house, right? So when a young man playing in a conference like the SWAC, and he feel like he's not really getting that type of recognition, and he sees his name with this man like, damn, these folks view me. I'm top 20 in the country. I'm on the same list as Walter Nolan. Walter Nolan playing 2 hours up the road. I'm down here dominating my conference. They look at his metrics and look at, you know what I'm saying? We look at Jeremiah Williams, look at his grade. Obviously in 22, he had a higher grade. Last year took a dip because he had to make some adjustments, of course. But look at where he's back at. You see what I'm talking about? 455 snaps, man. And he's out there doing his thing. And he's splitting with True Thompson, who, when you look at the top defensive interior, the top interior defensive lineman. So, and again, I'm not picking on these young brothers. I'm just making a point. James Ash is a good player. But he got less stats than Jeremiah Williams, and he's even ranked less when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, just how it's viewed. But for some strange reason, he got sacked. At least he got sacked a team. Last time I checked, I mean, he played kind of all over the line. He plays sometimes in the interior, but for the most part, he kind of does a little. I think he plays mostly interior. He comes off the edge some as well. No, I don't know. But yeah, man, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. We streaming both from Tiger Talk as well as KC 1400. We streaming from both of them. So if you're only watching on KC 1400 or Twitter, I need you to go to Tiger Talk TV, Tiger Talk TV, and hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. Yes. Back to what we were saying. So, but second team defense, nobody. So Jack State got 2 defenders. Let me talk about Keery Wiggins for a second. K1, the only man I know that could successfully carry 2 brands. He was K5 at one point in time. Now he won K3. You know what I'm saying? Keery Wiggins had a monster year this year. Had a really good year. I'm proud of him. So I can't wait to talk to him. To have a really stellar year. Hell, Alabama State dominated first team all SWAC. I mean, shit. They got Traquan Thomas, Rico Dozier, who was sacking in tackles in the conference. We think they got that right. DeMarcus Cunningham is a baller, man. Number 6. James Burgess, as well as Scarborough. They had a really good defense. They had stout defense. They just didn't have nobody to get Defensive Player of the Year according to the SWAC. So we kind of figured they was going to show Alabama State some love. I'm not even going to argue Alabama State. I'm not going to argue that. I'm not going to argue that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to argue that. But if you want to argue that, cool, you do that. When the team has the number 1 defense, now mind you, see how that works? I have no problem seeing Alabama State, who had the best defense, have 5 players on their first team all SWAC. What I have a problem with is Jackson State dominating in offense, and we got 2. See how they work? You see the point I'm making? See the point I'm making? Do you see the point that I'm making? You see how I can defend Alabama State? I have no problem with Alabama State having 5 first-team defense. I don't have no problem with that. I don't. Congratulations to Alabama State. I'm pretty sure their media are going to do a good job of getting photos out, making sure their players get recognition. So they probably get poached. That's what happens. That's what happens. You have players do well and they get snatched up into larger conferences. It is what it is. You just got to keep recruiting. Keep recruiting at high school level, keep developing, and keep doing what you got to do to keep a good roster and keep winning. That's the name of the game. It's coaching in the SWAC. And our coach is the best at doing that. So all I'm saying is this. So he just don't hear he crying about Jackson State not getting. No, what I am saying is I'm showing you how you do one thing for one institution who dominates on that side of the ball. We are the number 2 defense in the conference behind Alabama State. Jackson State is the number 2 defense statistically behind Alabama State. When you go to second team defense, Jackson State ain't even on the list. It ain't on the list. We're not even on the list. But on first team, the best defense get 5 players. When it comes to offense, the 7-5 team gets 3, and the best offense get 2. Man, y'all better stop playing with me. All right. I can't believe this, bro. This is comical, bro. It hurt. I hurt for the players because I know they want their recognition, man. How you tell True Tom? How the hell you tell Jeremiah Williams he ain't even second team? That hurt, bro. That hurt. That's one of my guys, man. He one of our ambassadors. He one of our brand ambassadors. I love that kid, man. I hurt for him. And I know how it is, man. To be told that you ain't, to bust your ass to get something, and then folk tell you ain't done enough. That hurt, bro. I just want y'all ain't hurting me. I'm in my 40s. My playing days over with. I'm having fun with this media stuff, man. I got a whole list of recruits here that we're gonna be interviewing this weekend after the game and all that. Come on, man. We having fun with this. We doing we doing our thing. But when it comes to this, somebody got to go to war for them. And I don't need them on it. I don't need our players on the internet tweeting and getting emotional and all that. I'm going to say what I just said. I just tweeted something out there. Y'all want to hear what I just tweeted? You're going to hear it whether you want to hear it or not. I'm going to share it with you anyway. All right. This is what I just said. I just said, good morning to the JSU Tiger football players and staff. All gas, no brakes. I said, it's okay to be pissed off. Take it to the field and show them why they got it wrong. One word, dominate. Go Tigers. Man, at the end of the day, go win the Celebration Bowl. Go win the Celebration Bowl, Tigers. Go win the Celebration Bowl. That's how you respond. Don't spend all your time on the internet getting sucked into that stuff. I know how I feel, man. I know. I don't know how you feel. I'm gonna correct myself. I understand. I understand the situation, and I understand that there could be some emotion there. I know that because I talked to the coach. Shout out to Coach Kylie James. I know how he shout out to Coach, bro. I know he just shaking his head, man. Shout out to Coach O. Coach O tweeted and said, bro, we still remain to be the most disrespected team in the conference, bro. And it's just like, I understand it, bro. When there's times when we ain't that good and we ain't got nothing to really talk about, I get it. Jack State folks just always think folks will talk about Jack State. But when you have a postseason awards and you give 4 edge rushers the defensive line awards and you got the best interior defensive lineman who has done nothing more than increase his stats and have 50 tackles from the interior line, and the guy that's on the conference, all conference team don't have the stats that he has on a better defense, it's kind of hard to explain that. I agree. You know what? I agree. I'm not gonna say Kendall Bowler was a stud, man, when it comes to the DB side of the ball. Edwin Summerer, he had 3 interceptions in a game, I think. So he had a monster game. Second team. I'm not gonna take anything from him. King Lewis, I think that's his name. Delvon Gully. I mean, look, man, you could have made a case for Isaiah Guthrie. You could have. You know, you could have made a case for Reed Pulley. I understand, man. I get it. You got 3 linebackers and all of these. I have to go really look at the stats, but I'm not going to break that down. It just came out and I wanted to go live, but I'm going to leave the offense and defense alone. And I'm going to just tell you something that I'm not finna negotiate because I wanted to say this one for last. Despite everything that I'm saying to y'all right now, this still isn't the biggest travesty of all the awards. You know what's the biggest travesty of all the awards? This list. Tell me how Jackson State is not a clean sweep in this list. I'll give you 5 tries to explain it to me. How is this not a clean sweep, SWAC? Are we watching the film? Now, Anthony Frederic, hey, man, I'm not taking nothing from that young man. Pretty good punter. But just because your offense is ass and you punt all game don't mean that you're a better punter than our punter. We got the best punter in the conference. Are you not watching the game? Matt Noel has not been able to punt as much because Jack State has such a potent offense. It doesn't mean that just because you're kicking more that you're not that he's not the best. You have to watch the games. When Matt Noel is a weapon. He has flipped the field for Jackson State's defense all season long. He has kicked the ball in critical situations. You could make the case that Matt Noel against the Alabama State was the MVP of that game. 28 punts. No. Before I even get to Matt, how the hell is Gerardo G. Baby Beza not on first team? He leads the conference in points. Somebody say, oh, well, it's the percentage. They have the exact same kicking percentage. I'm just like, what the fudge? Are you kidding me? Gigi Rodriguez, 20 for 26, 76%, 83 total points, according to ESPN. Gerardo G. Baby Beza, 20 for 26, 76%, identical, 109 points. He leads the conference in points. Let me pause on that. No brainer, Travis Terrell Jr. Shout out to my brother Avery Salerno, man. Mr. Salerno, if you're watching, he texted the chat this morning and was very proud papa, man. Best long snapper in the conference, man. Shout out to Avery. No issues from any of the snaps all year. If y'all know, Avery was punting last year. He was doing everything. And Avery, man, is one of the best, man. And he got multiple years left to play. So I think he got 2 years on the field. So we definitely hoping to keep Avery locked in. And that's how you keep players. They feel appreciated. You know what I mean? So no brainer, Travis Terrell Jr., no brainer there, return specialist. But I'm highly disappointed in the now they did give them second team. I'm okay with Darnell Dees. So the best thing that Bethune-Cookman had going was they specialty. Not taking anything away from the young men, bro. They did their thing. Hey, listen, it is what it is, you know. I just feel like it should have been a clean sweep on the specialist. Nobody would have argued that. No one would have argued that. Hey Doc, you find that? Hey, did you shocked? Hey coach, hey coach, Coach R. Hey, go sit in that offer, baby. Go sit in that offer. See if you want to stay in the conference and come to the best team in the conference. We'll see. We'll go kick the tires on it. But no, man, this is a travesty, though. When you look at the stats, I just don't understand. G-Baby led the team, and he broke the Jackson State record. Anytime a young brother, he just broke the single-season Jackson State record for field goals made in a season. And he's second team. Very hard on himself. Honestly, he could have those 6 field goals. I'm pretty sure he probably lost sleep about those field goals because a lot of those field goals that he did miss of those 6 throughout the season, he was like, "Yeah, Ken, I got to be better though." You know what I mean? So yeah. That's tough though. That's tough. I'm sorry, man. Matt Noel, best punter in the country, in my opinion. I've seen this young brother, the way he kicked that ball, man, the way he's able to position it. It's a work. It's a thing of beauty, man. It's an art. And look, he's just in a situation where he's playing for the best offense in the conference. The best offense in the conference that he don't even get a chance to be on the field. So you mean to tell me that Jackson State special teams second team got, I'm just saying, the special teams unit got almost the same amount of picks as the damn offense. The special teams unit got more SWAC offense, got more all SWAC players than our defense. And we got the number 2 defense statistically. We got number 1 when it comes to defensive efficiency, but number 2 when it comes to overall stats behind Alabama State. And proud of these guys, man. Proud of Gerardo, proud of Matt, proud of all these young brothers, man. Keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing. I just can't. Come on, SWAC. We gotta get better, man. We gotta get better at this. This is yeah. I don't know. That's right. The hate is real. And use it as fuel, man. I listen, I gotta get it out. You gotta get it out, man. Gotta get it out. I just feel bad for this young brother here, man. And I hope he understands that we see the work that he's putting in, and we know what he's done. We're proud of Josh Nobles, proud of all these brothers who made the first team, made the conference list. So when you go back into it, man, Erd Mulligan, congratulations. DeAndre Towns Blue, congratulations for being first team all SWAC. Congratulations to Jacoby and Evan and Kurt. I just don't know how you, damn, bro. Every time I look at this, it just pisses me off, man. How do you have the number 1 offense in the conference and then you got 2 people on first team? I just don't get that, bro. I don't get that. Production matters, man. Production matters. Why didn't Robert McDaniel make it? I mean, probably statistically just didn't have the stats that they felt like he needed to have. He's really but Robert McDaniel has the ability to do something that none of those other players can do. Southern ain't got nobody on their offense. They playing Saturday. Southern got one. The 2 teams that's playing. So let me get this straight. So the 2 teams that's playing, Kelby Gibbons is undoubtedly that's a no-brainer there. It's a no-brainer, when it comes to being recognized. He's co-defensive player of the year. And he got the stats. 26 and a half tackle for loss is fucking insane. You know what I'm saying? That's insane. I give credit what credit is due. Fuck that. That young man balled out this year. And he literally felt like single-handedly just kicked Gramblin's behind in that Bayou Classic. See, I'm a JSU guy, but I give credit what credit is due, baby. Look, that young brother there, that other brother, now I know we had the little scuffles and shit, but Marcus Cunningham is a dude. Traquan Thomas is a dude. Them DBs, Burgess and Scarborough, them dudes, man. Rico Dozier, we knew what he was at UAPB. I'm not taking nothing from them brothers. Them brothers worked their behind off. They went out there and produced. So you give credit what credit is due when they produce. But we give us that same damn credit, though. I get tired of this shit every year, man. Every year it's the same shit. Every year we have this conversation. Every single year we have the same conversation about SWAC postseason. We almost got to be like the hell with it. Phil Webb ain't even nowhere to be. Phil Webb ain't nowhere there. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I got some. It's some shirts on the website now. Go to the website now. You can go to the website. The I Love versus the Coalition T. I got a few of them on the website. You know, just matter of fact, I can tell you right now. Shit, man. But while you're at the website, let me do this real quick. I know we talking, man, but I just want to once again just congratulate Irv Mulligan, man, on eclipsing 1,000 yards, man. If you want to grab that T-shirt, go to kc1400media.com while supplies last. Grab you a 1,000-yard rushing tee, and let's help us get it where we need to be. I'm getting text messages right now regarding the collective. Hold on one second. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate the text, Blue. Hey, this is what's gonna be laughable though about this Matt Knowles stuff. I gotta go back to it. I'm sorry, man. Matt, my guy, man. Y'all do realize. So look, let's do this real quick since we got y'all here. Today they're gonna announce the invitees. I'm waiting on them to announce these. So if you're not aware of this, the FCS is gonna announce these awards. The awards ceremony is gonna be in Frisco, Texas, January the 4th. So today they're gonna announce the top three invitees for the Walter Payton and the Buck Buchanan. That's the best offensive player of the year, the best defensive player of the year, right? Irv Mulligan should be in that list. So because of that, we will be there January 4th at Frisco to support him, provide full media support, making sure that he get full interviews. We're going to all that be on KC 1400 Media. We're going to continue to support him in every way we possibly can. And we're going to be at the Legacy Bowl, which we expect Matt and Irv and Evan and Robert McDaniel. Full interviews are going to be on KC 1400. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and stay locked in with us. Jerry Rice Freshman Awards coming on tomorrow. They'll announce that. Hopefully Travis Terrell wins that. Eddie Robinson Coach of the Year Award is going to be Thursday. Hopefully Coach T.C. Taylor wins that. But the HBCU Player of the Year is going to be announced on next Monday. Oh, they announced it already? Damn, he didn't get an invite. Damn. All right. Well, sorry, boy. Won't have to go there for him on that then. I was hoping that he did. Thank you, Blue. I was literally about to go to my phone and see if they had announced it already. So it's all good. He was in the running. But still, we still got December the 10th, though, for the FedEx Doris Robinson Scholar Athletes. So if any of our guys or anybody that's with Jackson State that's going to be at this ceremony, we will be there. Now, no Jack State folk be there, I ain't coming. It's just that simple. I ain't going to waste no time and no money on that. But up for the Jerry Rice Award, Freshman of the Year, Travis Terrell. I think he got a great chance to win this. Coach T.C. Taylor is up against some stiff competition. Of course, you got whatchamacallit that'll be there. That's part of that as well. That factors in South Dakota State, North Dakota State. All these teams in FCS are all going to be up for these awards. National Player of the Year, HBCU Player of the Year, though. We got these 10. So these 10, five offense, 5 defense. Andrew Jones already hit the portal. Carson Benson going to the Senior Bowl. Eric Phoenix, South Carolina State. Kenny Gallup, Howard, Kelby Gibbons, Southern. Jalen McClendon, Tennessee State. Elijah Williams, Morgan State. And Jamari Taylor. Really good running back out of North Carolina Central. Daniel Richardson, FAMU. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully Irv wins this award. But, man, listen, Matt going to be the best punter in the country. I mean, he got my damn vote. He got my vote. So hopefully that is the case, and we'll go from there. I'm just now looking at my phone, man. If y'all text me, I ain't paid no attention to it. But yeah, to have only 2 I'm sorry, man. We're gonna be talking about this all day. I can't, man. To only have 2 defenders, bro. Second best team, statistically second best defense in the conference. To only have 2, and then to be the best offense, clear-cut best offense, and to have to split with FAMU is just crazy to me. Said SWAC hates JSU and it shows it, but they need JSU to survive. I would love to know honestly what metrics are used to make these selections. They and their feelings on this one. No surprise. I don't know. I think these questions are definitely something we need to start asking the right questions about. I'm gonna do my part in this. I'm gonna ask the right questions offline, and I'm gonna find out how. In like John, I know coaches and media, but I got to figure out how the hell you get a part of that. I want to get in on this, man. I don't know, man. So you got the division winners, and Southern got one. I mean, Southern dominated the West, bro. If you really just want to get down to it, they lost one conference game, and that was. And you got how many? Let's see. And I understand it's stats, but let's go back to it real quick. Alcorn got 1, 2, 3. Alabama State got 5. Actually, they got 6. And they got 6 defenders. Hell, you put 11 on the field. So hey, it is what it is. Alabama A&M got wow. Alabama A&M got more than Southern got. Texas Southern got 2. Wow. Grambling got 2. Got no problem with that. Just that's tough, man. That's tough. It's pretty much what I got, y'all. I mean, yeah, that's tough, man. And then when you get to the specialists, I just don't, like I said, G Baby lead the conference in scoring, broke the Jackson State's field goal record this season, and he has the exact same statistical number as the young man who got first team All SWAC. I just wonder how do you make that decision and say, hey, yeah, let's give it to Guillermo Garcia. And like I said, this ain't a knock to Guillermo. It's just saying, our guy is how can the number 1 graded offense tackle in the SWAC, Kurt Ford, not be first team? It's a great question. If they looked at stats and names only, bro, my question is, what exactly do they look at? Appreciate you for coming to member. Thank you. Appreciate you. Join the channel, y'all. If you join Tiger Talk and KC 1400 if you're not a member. Appreciate you, sis. That's a good question, man. Hopefully you get there tomorrow, bro. Stats and names. My question is, maybe you can answer this for me, Blue. What stats do they look at for offensive line, bro? What are the metrics for offensive line to be measured? I want to know that. I want to know what are the metrics for offensive line. We've already established the defensive line aspect. They got 4 edge rushers. You look at 4 edge rushers. They just throw everybody and lump everybody in one category. I'm just telling you right now, it's very rare that an interior defensive lineman is going to have more stats than the edge rushers. It's just the way football is played most of the time. The edge rushers are usually going to get your QB hurries, your sacks, your tackles for losses a lot of times, unless you're just playing a stupid offense that's just running the ball up the middle all day. Now, there are some dominant interior defensive linemen, but linebackers, that's right, 2 D tackles should be – I think they should change this to defensive end and defensive tackle. Don't just put defensive lineman anymore, because defensive lineman is a broad term, and it does not cover the real positions on the field. When you got these shades and these nose tackles that's in there wreaking freaking havoc, that's gobbling up 2 blocks so the defensive lineman on the end can get all the damn stats. That ain't right to them. You know what I'm saying? So he said, I have no idea what they look at, but they need to adjust it. They should be looking at more advanced analytics. Yep. I guarantee they just looking at names of who have earned honors previously. And if that's – can Blue come up on the screen? Blue, you got a time to come up? Feel free. Pop up. I know you just let it rip. I mean, come on up, man. Might as well. Let's talk about it, man. I just again, whoever can add layers to this conversation, I pretty much said what I needed to say. I mean, I'm going to say more. We'll be live tomorrow night, KC 1400, 9 p.m. East Central Standard Time on the channel with the crew, man. But this is just, I had to go live after I saw this. I was like, this is crazy, man. This is insane. I was waiting on this. I kind of got some messages kind of alerting, hey, man, just be prepared. This is going to be blah, 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 you know. But, yeah, man, this is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, it is, man. It is, Mikey. It is. It is. I just Matt Nall, Gerardo Beza. You could have put Frederico over there with the rest of the teammates. I'm just saying, man. You could have. You really could have. You just put all that over there. I think somebody, in my heart of hearts, I just know somebody was like, "Oh hell no, we're not going to put Jack State on all of them. We got to mix this up a little bit." I just do it feel like maybe somebody said, I don't know if that's what they did, but I swear to you, it just feel like, oh nah, we're not going to have Jack State have all of them. Jack State can't have all the spots. We got the best special teams in the country, man. No, E6 didn't make nothing, man. He didn't. He said, "When the dad, he can't jump. He'll be on tonight, y'all. This is cool, man. This is impromptu. This is nothing. I wasn't even planning on jumping on here with anybody, but I don't do shows on Tuesday. The shows are gonna be popping tonight. So everybody that's doing content tonight, Timona, and everybody that's out there tonight, Blue, man, y'all pull up and support them. Man, I got Bible class tonight, man. I'm not on tonight. I'll be on tomorrow night, Wednesday night. This is crazy. But I'm just saying, listen. Y'all know damn well somebody looked at that and said, I've been letting Jack State. I've been letting Jack State. I'm not gonna let Jack State have all of them. If you the best, then you gotta give it to all of them. But they have no problem. Man, come on. Doc on tonight. Y'all pull up the Doc, check him out, man. Yeah, I'm on first team defense. Hey, Paris, you can hear him saying, "Hey, all of them. We gonna do all of them. No, we gonna know. We gotta mix this up. He got the same stats as him. Put him on first team. He put him on second team. Where's that emoji when you go? Lord have mercy. I'm finna get ready to get off in a second, dog. You good, bro. Just hop on. Save it for the night, dog. I'm gonna tune in to you tonight. But again, all I'm saying is Tigers, a 1400 J.R. Lynch. 1400 J.R. Lynch, man. Use it as motivation. Yeah, but I agree. But check this out, bro. Jeremiah Williams got the best stats of any interior lineman in the conference. We do. So let's do this real quick. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to verify that. I said something, so I got to verify it. We already did the stats on James Houston. I mean, not James Houston. Oh, thank you. Hey, bro. All right, hey, Austin, I'll do that when we get out. Austin just text me. I got to get him something. I'll do that when I get off the stream. No problem. We finna put a lot of smoke behind Jeremiah Williams. Just don't worry about that. Jeremiah gonna get all the coverage you need to get. Travis going to have to start bringing other SID. Got to start bribing. Hey, man, I gotta do something, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they feel how they. No, listen. I'm not. I really, man, let me tell y'all something. Let me just tell y'all how I'm wired, man. I love these kids, man. I don't care about it. Look, man, our days are over with, man. If we can do anything to help make these kids experience in Jackson, Mississippi at Jackson State be pleasant, I'm all in for it. Whether that's NIL, whether that's initiatives, whether that's supporting, whether that's pulling up, whether that's whatever. In whatever way we can do it, my question is, what's the problem? What solution do we need to create to make that happen? How can we do it ethically in a way that the haters and the folks who try to hold us back don't come in and blow the program up? And then we go from there. You're damn right, coach. You're damn right. That's how we get down, man. That's how we get down. So at the end of the day, though, you know what I'm talking about? At the end of the day, you know, it's about them. So my feelings are about them. It's hard, man, when we have to tell the kids, man, when you put that Jack State University jersey on, it's more that comes with it than just going out playing in the field, playing in the vet, and it's a lot that come with that. That's why shout out to Antoine Owens, by the way. That's why them boys pulling up. See, they love. Listen, man. Antoine Owens tweeted this morning. I'm gonna tell you what he tweeted. Shit, I ain't got no problem with it. Shit, Antoine Owens, he tweeted, all the guys are back in town for the SWAC championship game this weekend, finna paint Jacktown navy blue like we always do. That's what Jackson State do to these young men. Now, Antoine Owens came to us from Georgia Tech. He spent his whole college career at Georgia Tech, graduated, and played 1 year in Jackson. James Houston played his whole entire career he played at Florida and came to Jackson State for 1 season, and he's a JSU Tiger for life. Look, man, every time you watch a Colorado game, all you hear is Jackson State, Jackson State, Jackson State, Jackson. And we understand that Coach Prime was here and the kids, but hey, man, they may not say it, but Jackson different, man. It's a different type of place, man. It's a different type of place. And we wear it a little differently. For y'all that don't know what Jackson, Mississippi is the blackest city in America. The essence of black excellence. Ain't no knock to it. There ain't no knock. We ain't saying nothing against no other people because we say that. What we're saying is in Jackson is a little different because you got to love your own, because if you're looking outside of your community to get the love that you ain't gonna get that love. Come on, y'all know I'm talking. Come on now. Hell, the damn newspaper been shitting on us for years. That's why we started Tiger Talk. I'm just saying, we don't get no love in Jacktown, man. That's why we love the way we love, and that's why we have the effect that we have on these kids, man. That's why I do what I do. And we ain't changing. And we don't care how you feel about it, man. People be worried about, look, man, while you spend time loving us, we too big. While you spend time hating on us, we loving us. And when we get them kids, we love on them, man. So my heart goes out to the young men. I see the work that they put in. Hell, that's why we partnered. That's why we wanted them to be a brand ambassador. That's why we wanted them to represent the brand. Because of what they do. I'm just saying, and I mean it. I'm just saying, just and you know, whatever, you know, it is what it is, man. It's why we do what we do. You know, if you're watching, we got 608 on the stream. I don't know which YouTube page you're watching from. I am streaming from Tiger Talk TV as well as KC 1400. So listen, if you are watching this live stream on KC 1400 Media, do me a favor. Go to your search bar, because I know you're on your phone. I know y'all at work. Y'all ain't at home watching this. Y'all watching this on your cell phone. So go to your search bar, pull up Tiger Talk TV, and then go hit subscribe. Okay, go hit subscribe. We just dropped a new episode of Band Session with the Boom. Go check that out, man. Shout out to Coach Toby. Shout out to Danielle. Shout out to Terrell Key. They doing some fantastic work. Shout out to the boss man. Shout out to D. Corey C, man. And I'm holding it down in the interim right now. For the platform, as you take a short break, just needed a break. Every now and again, we got to take a step back and just pull it back, you know what I mean? And but the show must go on. Work got to be done. We'll be busy with Tiger Talk interviews this weekend with recruiting. I'm not going to put that list out there. Looking forward to it, and we'll go from there. But I was about to do something. I want to go to the first team. Let's go to the second team defense real quick, if y'all don't mind. So I'm going to pull these stats up now. I don't want to go to SWAC right now. Hold on just a second. I just need to see something. Let me see something, y'all. If y'all don't mind. All right, let's see. Damn, dude, bro, even got any stats? He had a good season, didn't he? Okay, let me see. You guys got now SWAC postseason. They got it right here. Do they have the stats on here? No, they just listed it. They didn't really say anything. Interesting though. I'm gonna find these stats. I'm starting with Keelan real quick. Y'all don't mind. I'm gonna pull his stats. So just bear with me for a second. I think he just hit the portal, by the way, and I think Keelan Cox is an edge rusher. Yeah, he is. So Keelan Cox just hit the portal, and he's also another edge rusher. Okay, I'm gonna move on from him. Let's go to Dorian Wesley. Dorian Wesley. And don't really ring a bell. Keelan Cox, I'm sorry, was Texas Southern. I said Alabama A&M. My mistake. Texas Southern. But Dorian Wesley is let's see. Oh my goodness. 33 tackles, 2 sacks. $11 solo, 2 sacks. He had an INT. Solid. 33 tackles, 33 total, 22 assists, 11 solo. Y'all remember that now. So 33 tackles, 2 sacks, 1 INT. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay. And let's look at Jaden Hardy. Jaden Hardy. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming. Like Jaden Hardy. 33 tackles. Oh, have mercy. Y'all playing with me, bro. How do you tell? So let me get this straight. First team defense, all edge rushers. Second team defense, the brother who has the best stats for interior linemen has better stats than every player on the second team defensive line, and he did not get acknowledged for an award. Man, I talked to Coach Callie James like 7 times yesterday, Blue, about other things. We got a big-time defensive lineman in Atlanta that's signing tomorrow, and had to make sure we got some Jackson State merch over there to him for his parents and his family to when he commits. And just talking to the coach, man, who I seen his coach work. I'm talking about one of the best defensive line coaches, man. Coach Callie James is a star, bro. He's a star. And he has really, really developed this defensive line at Jackson State in a way that, you know what I mean, that has just been just very impressive. So I just got to give credit to him, man, where credit is due. Shout out to Coach Callie James, man. What I've seen him do this year, no disrespect to our previous defensive line coach, Coach Jonathan Bradley, who was the D coordinator and the D-line coach. But that D-line this year is a little different. We play a different style of D-line than most in the conference. We have a lot of depth. We have a lot of depth at D-line, and he has been able to manage that in a way that has allowed each of these young brothers to get their stats, to ball out and play. And hell, True Thompson got more tackles than all of them guys, man. He got better stats than all them guys, bro. If we keeping it a bean. If we keeping it a bean, he got better stats than all of these, except for James Ash. So True Thompson got more tackles than Jaden Harvey, Dorian Wesley, and Keelan Cox. I think I don't know. I didn't get Keelan Cox stats. Let me go to the SWAC. Let me go to the SWAC stats for a second. Tackles. I could be wrong about Keelan Cox. Let me make sure. This shit don't even register in the top 15. I'm trying to find him. True Thompson has 10 tackles for loss on the SWAC page. Keelan Cox got 9. And he has he had 9. Yeah, he got 9. I mean, True Thompson, it could have easily been second team, you know what I mean, on a better defense. I mean, shit, man, what are we talking about? So when you talk to Coach Callie James, and he's just like, damn, bro, that's tough, Coach. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, Coach, I understood. I heard it in his voice. It's like, how do I prepare these gentlemen and these dudes that go out here and they bust their behind, man, just to be told by the conference after they did what they needed to do? I'm going to give you a stat, and I'm done, y'all. I'm done for the day. I'm going to shut it down and go into meditation. But I said this last night. Jackson State has given up a total of 10 points in the last 6 games in the second half. Yeah, you're trying to figure some things out first few games. You play an FBS team, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you make the adjustments. You go lay an egg at Grambling because of turnovers and still trying to figure out rosters and quarterback position and all that good stuff. And we just turned the ball over and just laid the egg, right? Then they proceeded to win every game after that. The only game in the second half where we gave up a ton of points to Alabama A&M because we just let our foot off the gas and just started coasting. And then they proceeded to come all the way back and make it a game. That's on us. And ever since that game, y'all, we have proceeded to adjust in every second half of every single game that we played. Yes, we did. We have proceeded to adjust. We have given up a total of 10 points in the second half. We have basically taken away rushing attacks. You don't take away rushing attacks with edge rushers, bro. You need defensive interior linemen and linebacker play to be able to snuff out that at the point of attack. And we have successfully done that damn near better than everybody. And one that was arguable was Alabama State. And again, Alabama State getting 5 first-team all-SWAC players on their defense. I don't have no problem with that. Kudos to them. But I do have a problem not seeing Jeremiah Williams or True Thompson on this all-SWAC defense. I just don't understand that. I don't understand a lot of things. I don't understand how Evan Henry and Kirk Ford is not first-team all-SWAC on the offensive line. I do not understand why there isn't a center on the offensive line pick. Shout out to Muda. I just explained to Jeremiah Williams, you got all edge rushers, no interior defensive linemen. He got 50 tackles, bro. You get what I'm talking about? 50 freaking tackles, man. And it just Phillip Webb got 8.5 tackles for loss. You know what I'm saying? Robert McDaniel got 10 tackles for loss. Josh Noble's got 11. You know what I'm saying? It's spread across the board for Jackson State because, again, the style of defense that we play. But Jeremiah Williams has just been a force, man. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, at the end of the day, it is what it is. My recommendation to the JSU Tiger football team is come Saturday. Hey, man, let your play do the talking. Let your play do the talking. Everybody, if you haven't gotten your SWAC championship tickets, go get them tickets, man. Before game day, they $50. On game day, they $55, $70 for reserve pre-game, and then $90 for box seats pre-game. $95 on game day, $75 on game day. Go do what it is you need to do, man. Whatever you got to do, but be there, man. Be there on Saturday, man. SWAC championship loading. Jack State versus Southern. Y'all know who we rolling with. Y'all know who I am. Hey, man. I gave my thoughts on it. I'm going to talk some more about it tomorrow night with the crew. But again, if you're tuned in, 608, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like the stream. Go to TigerTalkTV. Hit the subscribe button. Watch the content. Subscribe to this channel. Make sure you donate to the platform if you like. You want to donate, you can donate Cash App, Zelle, Givelify, PayPal, whatever suits your fancy. We appreciate all of the support. Before I get out of this joint, man, make sure you guys go to their website, kc1400media.com, man, and grab them T-shirts while you still got a chance. Grab them T-shirts while you still got a chance. The commemorative 1,000-yard rusher for our NIL brand ambassador, Mr. Irv Mulligan, the best football player in the country. And then we got a good quarterback, man, The General, man. We got them The General tees. Still got some on the website, kc1400media.com. We appreciate you for rocking with KC1400 Media. Appreciate you for rocking with Tiger Talk TV. SWAC got to do better, man. Got to do better. It is what it is. I'm signing off, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, for the time that you had to spend with me. And we'll see you back on the live tomorrow night, man. I love. Go Tigers, everybody. Peace out.
Great day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.
Hello, I'm Dr. Roderick Little, Director of Bands here at Jackson State University. So the atmosphere of the vet is literally second to none. By being a part of the Jackson State University fabric and family as a student and now as a director, I've had the opportunity to experience it from many different levels. And it's something that you just cannot recreate. I don't care if you're a part of HBCU or the PWI. And so when you mix the Sonic Boom of the South and the football team and all of the synergy that we create amongst each other and between each other, you're not going to get that in any atmosphere or any stadium. We have an outstanding team with Coach T.C. Taylor under the leadership of A.D. Ashley Robinson. We are all coin to make sure that we elevate the profile of this illustrious institution that we all love, which is Jackson State University. And so when you mix the energy of the Sonic Boom of the South and when you mix that grit and that swagger of the Jackson State University football team, that's going to cause an ingredient that you cannot recreate anywhere else. And then I didn't even mention, when you sprinkle the atmosphere of the vet with 60,000 fans of our alumni, all of our friends and constituents of Jackson State University, all of those elements coming together, that's just something that, again, cannot be recreated. And we want to make sure that everybody that's connected to Jackson State University, they go out and they support our student athletes and also make sure that we support our student musicians as well. So we're coming to a stadium near you, the best stadium in FCS. It's the Jackson State University Sonic Boom of the South and the Jackson State University football team. You can purchase your tickets at gojsutigers.com/tickets. Don't miss out. We want to see you there. Go Tigers and love the Boom.